Welcome to the David Polis Show. This is our third episode. As you know, I'm your biggest Michael Jordan fan on this planet. Today I'm going to freestyle, shoot from the hip. I'm going to share a few stories with you that happened to me in my early 20s that still bother me to this day. And let's get right into it. And pretty much the gist of this episode is assets over liabilities. And my God, will a car payment and a car lease screw you over? Trust me, let's get started. So back in my early 20s, and again, the story still bothers me to this day, and I'm going to open up and share it with you. In my early 20s, I got a vehicle repossessed about 3-4 payments away from being done with the full contract. I'm not going to go into the brand. I'm not going to bash the brand, but I live in the state of Michigan. They have the power to repossess your car. If you're 61 days late, they repossess the vehicle on Memorial Day. And the reason why I didn't have any money to make that payment for those 2 months is because I quit a mortgage job. I didn't read the contract. I was waiting on a big commission check. They held that commission check for 6 months. And long story short, I got a vehicle repossessed. And let me tell you what happened. So I'm going to give you an example. I have 3 payments left. Call it $600 a month. Max I would have owed was $1,800. There's a verbiage called disposition fee. I think at the time it was $400. I was maybe thinking after they repossessed the vehicle, I was going to owe them $2,000. Okay? I get a bill for nearly $12,000. I could not believe it. Recently just got married at that time. I was just going through a lot. I kind of just kept on ignoring that bill. So really it was impossible for me to found out what happened, but I'm going to explain to you what happened to me. So when they repossess a car, they go off auctioning the vehicle, and whatever the residual balance or whatever was in your contract to buy that vehicle at the end of the lease, you owe the difference. So they don't go off how many payments you had left in a disposition fee. So let's say when I leased that car in the beginning of that contract, I could have bought that vehicle, let's say, for $30,000. Well, what happened was when they repossessed it, they sold it at an auction for $18,000. So even though I only had 2 or 3 payments left, I owed the company $12,000. I could not believe it. And then on top of that, because I was young, I was dumb, I had a prior vehicle. In that lease, I rolled in $10,000. It was a horrible, horrible decision. I'm still paying for it in this day. And the gist of this episode, again, I'm just shooting from the hip. I'm passionate about the story. It happened to me. It's assets over liabilities. If you're smart, you save up some money, let's say when you're younger, whether it's 5 or 10 grand, buy a vehicle in your early 20s. Don't have a car payment. Drive that car till the wheels fall off. And then when you have enough assets, go ahead and get you whatever car you want in your 30s. Get you a Range Rover. Get you a Mercedes. I'm not telling you not to get a nice vehicle. It's the way the economy works. You have to spend your money. But in your early 20s, a high car payment and a lease contract, and if you don't read certain things, and if you're job hopping, these companies will screw you over. And one, shame on me. It's at the end of the day, I made that decision. But right now we're living in some evil times. These companies will go after your wealth. They'll go after every single penny, and it is disgusting. No offense, I'm not going to bash any companies out there, but some of these contracts are very deceiving. I'm in the car business. I've been in this business for 2 years. I did mortgages prior for 10 years. I've seen crazy credit reports. I've talked to people. I've heard horror stories you couldn't imagine. Hence why I'm doing this YouTube channel. And if I can change one person's life, I'm happy. But again, just a reminder, in your early 20s, I would say don't lease a car. Buy you a car, pay it off. I don't care what you're driving. It's going to get you from A to Z, I promise you. And if you love cars like myself, I'm not telling you to get a beautiful car, but make sure you got some assets. Make sure you have maybe 36 months in reserves to cover your monthly expenses. I'm not a stockbroker, I'm just letting you know, get passionate about stocks. Open up a self-brokerage account at JP Morgan Chase, at Robinhood. There's tons of different apps and banks you can go, you can sign up, you can or you can, get obsessed with stocks, get obsessed with dividends and interest. Stop gambling. Gambling, my God, is ruining our community. It's ruining our younger adults. People are just wasting their money, and it's a trickle-down effect. More people gamble and waste their money. Guess what's happening? That's less people going to a restaurant. That's less people spending money on a car, even though I just shared that horror story with you. But again, today I'm just freestyling. One of my favorite songs or favorite verses, I always shout out Kanye West. It's the third episode. It's a song called City of Gods by Kanye West. Listen to his verse. It is spectacular. But again, to the young women, young men out there, be smart about your car decision. It's probably going to be one of the most expensive payments or the most expensive payment you will have in your early 20s, rather than having that monthly payment and making the mistakes that I've made in my early 20s simply by not knowing. And again, I lost it. I quit my job. I thought I was going to get paid X amount of dollars. I didn't know I was going to be behind. I was going to be behind 2 months on my car payment. And I almost finished paying off the whole lease. Again, I rolled $10,000 in negative equity, and all of a sudden the car got repossessed, and they end up auctioning it, and all of a sudden I got stuck with a $12,000 bill. It was insane. It still bothers me to this day. So start thinking about assets. Get obsessed with assets. Stop wasting your money on things that are vanity. And again, I'm a car guy. I love vehicles. But let that come to your life. Let that come when you got a secure job, when you have X amount of dollars in your 401k. So appreciate you watching. Love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Please comment. I got tons of information to share. I think next week we're going to switch to, or where is it at? Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We're going to talk about that. I still got a few chapters I want to cover in Think and Grow Rich. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.